Hi, I'm Jeanne de Saint Marie. I'm a children's illustrator and book writer, and Katie Davis thought you'd like to know about my personal video project. It is a DVD I made about my father, who passed away last August. The catalyst for this project was having taken Katie's video class and also meeting some people in Paris where I live who make these family memory DVDs as a business. And I love this idea because I think it's a way of leaving a vivid memory of a person, because people who knew the person will be able to continue to hear their voice and see them, and people who didn't know the deceased person will also be able to hear their voice and hear their stories. So when my father became so ill that I knew he was near the end of his life, I flew to Michigan and I interviewed him in a series of interviews on my iPad. And then I asked him a lot of questions about his childhood. I asked him about his army service during Japan and the occupation after the war, his work, the big band era when my mother and he were dancing up a storm. My niece, Claire Hillman, had done a series of audio interviews with him for a sociology paper at University of Michigan, and I have those to work with. Claire is the one filming me today. And then I went through a lot of photo albums my mother had and made a selection of great golf photos, baby photos, and photos of his ancestors. Basically a life's worth of material. I came back to Paris and started putting it all together. Since I had taken Katie's video course, I knew a lot of what to do. The video lasts about an hour, and what I did was I made a home page so you can either watch the whole video all the way through, or you can come back and watch chapters. And here I have my dad on the road with this funny French car that he bought towards the end of his life, and this metaphor seemed appropriate for him because he had been an automobile engineer and he loved cars, and this was his toy, and he's on the road to life. And then we have a chapter, family tree chapter, Bill's beginnings, from sweet talker to spouse and father, which is about meeting my mother and raising us kids. Wilfred's work, Bill's beloved pastimes, and Wilfred's wit and wisdom. And my father was a funny man. He told a lot of jokes and stories. So I wanted this to be lighthearted, which is why I made the DVD cover sort of 1950s comedy style. The secret of his life, the secret of his smile. And at the very end, I didn't want to end on a sad note, so I have him making a funny face, and I reveal the top 10 rules. And I'm not going to tell you the top 10 rules because it's a family secret. I'm just going to give you two. Number one, read the signs. Number two, if you don't think, you stink. And that's my video about my video.